with this is totally illegal. This has to be a single action requiring no special knowledge. And what happens right now, this support that is handling this contraption, which has to be reversed, because this is not the way it's going to be done, it has to be totally reconfigured. The support up here is supposed to be a through bolt. So if they want to continue using this has to be, minimally this has to be a through bolt. It's currently just anchored into the wall. This is reverse cantilevered. Too much weight for this kind of system here. So this is kind of a red zone right now. This is going to hurt or kill somebody right now because this is totally illegal what's going on here, and this has to be reconfigured. As we go back to the other side, we're also going to be checking, as required, we're also going to be checking standpipes. So this is where I come now and start looking at how the rails look, how the treads look, and if you see the treads, now these treads are all square head bolts, okay? And if you look at it, I'm going to have to double check to make sure there's no rust in here. And this is, here right here, see the rust? And this is a perfect indicator of what goes on. Here I have the nut still here because the paint has caked it on. There's space in here, as you can see, when I bring my hammer out here. So right now this fire escape has treads that will not bear the load. And okay, and on the other side, the nut is still on the inside. On the outside. So this is an indicator that the head is still there, the rust has eaten it through, and the nut is on the other side. So this fire escape now, as I go up, I must hammer test as I go up, because this hammer test is for my own safety. So what I'm going to do is have you come over to this side. I'll pass through. Thanks, Tom. Kind of shaky. I don't like how they have this thing, and now this is the true hammer test. So as I do the hammer test, I'm first evaluating which ones I like, which ones I don't like, because I don't have to hammer them all, but now because this is an indicator, I just want to sort of, as you can see, the blow, this one, the blow doesn't have to be huge. It's just can I or can I not. My job is to identify whether there's rust inside. As soon as I've identified that there's rust inside, I grab my yellow spray. And yellow spray means fix that tread. The other side is pretty good condition. But if it has gone and broken the bolt and it's dangerous, it could hurt or kill somebody, it's got to go red. So that one goes red, so I'm going to ping-pong my way up the stairs, check rail connections, check everything, and just listen for a ping or pong or look for rust. I got more rust here, so I grab my spray, mark it. If it fails, I mark it red, but if it just needs rebolting and it looks like it's got some surface rust in there, I just keep going up. I can use my chipping hammer, which I have here, and I can chip into it. There's a lot of rust starting to build up, and I can use that to mark violation. You need a good bag. You need to mark. The rail is incorrect. The child could fall and fall through. Anybody could fall and fall through. So, two things I'm looking for. Movement, and I'm looking for rust buildup. The rust is there. It gets marked. Anybody who comes and does the work has to fix everything I marked plus some. So it's just not what I marked. Their job is to repair above and beyond what I've marked. So I've got all this cement falling, and all that cement falling, and I can either mark it from below or I can mark it from above, depending on my position. And again, I'm only going to inspect this far and not the whole fire escape. I'm going to continue with a fire escape, but it doesn't have to be recorded. That needs to go white. That needs to go white. The other one needs to go white, but I can only do it from above. And again, a lot of coordination just to make sure you don't drop the pan going up. The only thing left now is I got to look for rail connection issues, stringer connections, and this thing's not even connected. The stringer's not connected, so this whole fire escape staircase is not even connected up here. Now you're looking for grading, looking for expansion. You're always checking to make sure you can walk on these things safely. You're looking for broken bolts. You're looking for ruts and expansion. And for some reason, and whenever you have somebody, you have a double, always make sure that your double stays safely in such a way that you're not loading the fire escape with too many people. Again, if it's cement related, I got to go white. If it's support related, I got to go yellow. So you're constantly playing with colors, but again, your objective is to let them know that whoever's going to be repairing the fire escape, what they need. This sliding door technique might be an answer to some of the door blockages downstairs. Got a lot of rust. Gratings are not J-bolted down. Okay, come up.
System.
Yep. So we've got cement, we've got connection, this railing is loose, we're going white, we're going yellow, we're looking for things that are missing which would not have been to code. They would normally close off. Even with a couple of slats similar to the outside is sufficient to bring it back to at least match the other minimum rail code. And that's it. That's all you need to do on these fire escapes is check your rails, check your grading, check your supports, check your treads, check your stringers, check your rail stringers, check your cement, and if you go down the list, this fire escape just repeats itself going up. Then you just have to repeat itself going up. So whatever I just said about the lower ones, I'm now going to do for these ones going up.